Hi everyone, good afternoon. It's a pity that I can't be here in person, so thanks to all of you to choose to be here, especially at this special period of time. Since I'm always on the way to my work, so I can't directly show you my working environment or fix the studio place. So here's a video I recorded in my friend's home in Shenzhen. Well, then let's just talk about my works. And these photos are a selection of my work over the last year and a half. As you can see, there are 3 different projects involved. By the opportunity of rabbit heart photography and with the help of my friend, also this exhibition's curator, Yan Jialing, we rearranged these selected works and then they could get chances to be presented here in front of you. These arrangements are not in chronological order or projects order, but I think since my photographs are all created from my very direct drive, so there must be traces of connection more or less all the way. So I don't want to limit the audience interpretation as well. But still, my photography practice focuses on the connection between the individual and the environment. Several photography projects I did while studying at Royal College of Art in London mainly showed how I struggled with my long-term emotion distress, from the specific order of identifying the problems, asking questions, and trying to solve the problems, and how internal and external forces gradually changed my perspective of observation. These works are all available on my personal website. It's clear that my photographs are full of vegetation elements, which are influenced by my parents from my very young age. No matter what kind of flat or apartment I live in, they always grow a lot of plants where we live. Therefore, when experiencing emotional distress and mental illness, I always tended to avoid human interaction and try to seek approval and comfort from plants. And when I travel to different places, I always visit local botanical gardens if only I have time. But this discovery is not until my graduation that I need to finish a PPT to express my final work, and I realized this kind of influence, so that sometimes, or you can say always, the answer to many things is not right in front of you, and it will come to you at some point. Recently, I realized that after the series of struggles, probably my mind had entered a state of relatively peace and self-consistency. I began to look at everything around me from a more objective and detached way, like with a sort of distance, and gave up the need to find specific ideas or frames for photos. Like, I also turned my method from searching outwards into penetrating inward. When do shootings, I only amplify my senses to judge, to tell, and to capture the moments that move my intuition. Of course, the intuition is the result of a long-term combination of all kinds of influential factors, and it always flows and changes over time. All the recorded moments and the photography itself have been reinvented as part of this visual experience, and also life experience continue to shape me and make me who I am right now. We can talk about any one of my pictures in this exhibition, but the one I want to talk about the most is still the huge red one. First of all, I want to say that this is definitely not a picture constructed by preconceptions and not deliberately created. I took this picture when I was walking with my friend near the West Lake in Hangzhou at midnight last October. The spray of water from the bushes gave off tiny bits of light in a dark street light, and we happened to have color filter paper with us. So we tried to cover the lenses. We tried to cover the filter paper over the lenses or the flashlight, and it's clear that colors give the moment a new power, especially red. And this image brings together all the elements I love. As we can see, vegetation textures, strong color, water, refraction and reflection, and light and shadow. You could say it is full of meaning. It is a witness to the friendship of last autumn, a proof of irrigation technology, a sort of hazy beauty, and also an expression of self-talk. But whatever. You can also say that it is meaningless at all, that it is just a cross-section of daily life, one of the countless ordinary cross-sections of a person's life. It is, entirely up to you. And I don't want to give it any more meaning. But the truth is that photography is only one medium of artistic expression, and art is only one of the many components of life. Every part, every moment of every part, constitutes the you of the moment, so that there is no privilege or the word we say supremacy. And it is meaningless to discuss about the meaning, One of my favorite photographers, and I believe many of you must know him, Wolfgang Tillmans. His photography covers a wide range of subjects, but he never wants to say too much about photography itself. He goes so far as to stress that his photography is destroying the expectation and understanding of what a photograph looks like, and that what he's doing is actually getting rid of meaning. This has had a very strong impact on my photography and even to my value building. From the beginning of my photography experience to the present stage, we can say step by step, I become fond of using a sort of metaphorical visual language to capture the moments in everyday life that are not so daily and even a little bit surreal. For me, it can be an occasional escape from the reality and also a shelter that belongs only to me. I'm not sure whether you know an American artist photographer. His name is Ryan McGinley, and he also inspired me a lot for quite a long time. He uses colors that are so powerful that you can totally immerse yourself in the passionate atmosphere of the images. It also showed me that life can be, of course, joyous, passionate, hormonal, and even indulgent and desperate. From my perspective, his photos are from life, from the daily life, but also like a vague new world, which gives me a warm feeling. Very, there is still such a side of life, and can immediately stimulate my creative impulse. Of course, if the audience can see more possibilities of the world, more sides, more aspects of the world through my photos, and even know more about human beings or our society, whatever, then it must be my great pleasure. What's more, you can find my website or social media accounts or my contact here. So I'm also very looking forward to more thoughts and communication. Really thank you for your time and hope all of you enjoy the show. Bye.